Okay, so I decided I'm going to make another video about how to master key a lock. With the exception of actually doing the work, what I have here is the lock that I've master keyed to these, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 6, 7, yeah, 7 different keys here. And this is so the quick set keyway lock. It's actually an LSDA with a quick set keyway. And what I've done is I've gone ahead and written out each key, what the cuts to each key are. Okay, so there's a total of 5 cuts per key, and a total of seven keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And as far as any other information that you might be interested in, I suggest that you watch the other video about master keying a lock. However, I've just going to show you how to do the math portion on this a little bit easier. Well, not easier, but just also an alternative way of doing it. And also, it's pretty impressive to have 7 keys, 7 different keys with all different cuts operate one lock. And if you'd like, I'll show you. There's key number 1, key number 2, key number 3, key number 4, key number 5, key number 6 and 7 here, 6 and 7. And to verify that this lock does have pins in it, here's my house key, and here's another key, not to my house, but so that's to verify this does have pins in it. So you can see that 7 different keys can operate a lock. So now that that's out of the way, I'll show you what I did math-wise. Wrote down the cuts to each key. Okay, I just wrote them across. Wrote a line underneath it to separate. So, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 5 cuts per key. Now what I've done with this grouping of numbers is I go up and down each row. And what this does is this finds the lowest number between all keys. And what I do is I just circle the lowest number. So the lowest number out of this whole entire row is a 1, etc. is a 3, etc., etc. 1, 1, 1. Okay. Now, and those are all your bottom pins. And if you watch my other video, that'll explain more. Now, what I do to determine the top pins for the remainder of the pins, for the master pins, is I do the difference between 1 to 2, which is a 1. And then I do the difference between 2 to 3, which is a 1. Difference between 3 to 4, which is a 1. And the difference between 4 to 6, which is a 2. So what you do is you start with your lowest number, go to your second lowest number, and whatever the difference is your master pin number. After you find your second lowest number, you go to your third lowest number. The difference between those two numbers is your master pin number, which is a 1. Different, etc., etc. From 3 to a 4, which is a 1 master pin, and 4. And my next highest number is a 6. So the difference between 4 and 6 is 2, which is a 2 master pin. And one more time, I'll run through it here with you. 3 is the lowest cut out of this particular row. So that's my bottom pin. Okay, the difference between 3 and 4 is a 1, which is a number 1 master pin. The difference between 4 and my next highest number, which is a 5, is a 1 master pin. Difference between 5 and 6, which is the next highest number after 5. So you go from lowest to highest number in order, and whatever the difference is between each. Okay, so lowest number in this column is a 1. 1 is my bottom pin. The difference between 1 to 3 is 2. So my very first master pin is a number 2 master pin. Next highest number after 3 is a 4. The difference between these two numbers is a 1. So then I put in a 1 master pin. Difference between 4 and 5 is a 1. 5 and 6 is a 1. And you do the same thing all the way across. So every number that's circled is your bottom pin. And then what I do is I'll just take the chamber or the plug out of the cylinder. I'll take the plug out of the cylinder, and then I'll just do the difference between each number and add a pin at a time. So the difference between these two is a 1, so then I'll have in the first chamber, I'll add a 1 master pin. Find the difference between the next two numbers, add a second master pin, etc., etc., until all my numbers are met. And I've keyed a lock up to as many as 8 different keys. And this is actually kind of ridiculous. I wouldn't recommend it. If you have a lockpick set, I'd give you a demonstration, but I'd rather not. But this thing is so easy to pick. I mean, you could probably just run a paper clip through it and it'll twist. It's just, there's so many different variables for a key to work it, to operate it. As far as like bumping it or anything like that, it would open in a heartbeat. So for security measures, I wouldn't recommend, myself personally, any more than probably 3, maybe definitely no more than 4 keys per lock. That's just my opinion. So this is just a video to give you another demonstration. Hopefully you can see the numbers a little bit better and see how I did it. But watch this video. Watch my other video making how to master key a lock. Watch that first so you can see the process, and then watch this video so you can get a little better in depth on how to do the math on it. Appreciate you watching.